So here's an interesting one for you. I went onto Reddit the other day and I asked the question, what pedal is your must-have? You can't live without it on a pedal board. And I got some really interesting answers, and there were some wild and wonderful answers, but there were a few pedals that came through repeatedly over and over again, which I was really interested in because they're pedals that I've either owned or currently have on the board. So my one was the Phase 90. I have to have a Phase 90 or a phaser on a board. I just love the sound of them. But the ones that came out more often than anything else, the Rat, a Tube Screamer, so a TS9 or a T808, and a Blues Driver. And actually, the EP Boost, that got a lot of love, and Timmy got quite a lot of love. Now, lots of people said tuner as well, so I kind of said, right, actually, no, tuner's just a... If you're a gigging musician, you have to have a tuner. There's no two ways around that. But yeah, so Rat, Tube Screamer, Blues Driver, EP Boost, and Timmy. And on my board, I've got a Hot Toddy from JSA, which is a kind of a Timmy type thing. I've got a Rat, and I've got a Tube Screamer. And I've owned a Blues Driver several times, and I love the Blues Driver. Never owned an EP Boost, but I did have the Mosky clone for a long time. And what was really interesting about it was these are all classic pedals. They're not new, clever pedals. You know, the Rat is ancient, the Tube Screamer is ancient, Timmy's pretty old at this point. Blues Driver's been around for a long time. These are all staple classic pedals that the majority of people, or a large group of people, are saying these are our essential pedals on the pedal board. So it just got me thinking, what's your go-to must-have pedal? As I said, mine is the Phase 90, although I could probably also add the Rat to that because I love the sound of a Rat. I keep taking it off the board because it's huge and it always finds its way back onto the board. The other one that came up quite regularly, OCD, was another one that I saw people mention quite a lot, and the Big Muff. Again, I've never owned an OCD, but Big Muff I've had a few. So yeah, what's in your top, let's say top 3 list? Let's give you, it's got to be one that you can't live without, and then 2 that you'd really quite like to have on the board. Get in the comments and just let me know what you can't live without on your board, because I'd really like to understand and know, and maybe there's things that I need to try that I haven't tried before. You know, this I'll put the link to the thread on Reddit in the description. There's some really interesting pedals being mentioned that I might have to take a look at as well. So yeah, let me know, get in the comments, like, subscribe, and I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers.